Alright, I thought I'd do a video before I get too deep. This is a Suzuki King Quad 4x4 500 AXI, fuel injected, liquid cooled, independent rear suspension, power steering. It's camo. What year is it? It's what year? Forgive me, I can't remember what year. What year? What does that say? I don't see a year there. Hold on. A year on this side. No year there. I think it's like a 2014 or something like that. 2014, 2015, something like that. So, I've got this bike, taking it apart. It doesn't run, and it's locked up. So, the previous owner told me that they never did an oil change on it. So I'm getting down to the top end. So I've taken off the rack. The rack was held on by 6 bolts. There's 10 mil here, 10 mil there, 2 12s on the front, and then 2 12s underneath the fender to the frame. So that's off, and I've taken off this side cover here. There's just a bunch of push pins, and there was a cover, this one, that cover right here, some push pins, this covering the airbox. I'm gonna have to take the side panel off in the front. I'm working on taking the big front cover off, and the airbox is gonna have to come off, and that should give me enough access to the top. And then once I get to the top, I'll drain the coolant, and then I'll drain the oil. I can't really do action shots or shots of me doing work because I don't have a setup for it, and I'm in my backyard in the snow, but kind of just do shots of the progression of how it's going. I'm just gonna check to see if I can see the no, I can't find the year. Well, I know it's like a 2014 or 2015 or something like that. I'll find it eventually. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this bike needs at the least a top end rebuild. I'm hoping it's just top end, and I hope the crank is good, but never know. It's gonna need that. It's gonna need tires all the way around. It's gonna need maybe some bushings, probably some brakes. But yeah, it's my first King Quad, my first Suzuki. No, it's not my first Suzuki, but it is my first King Quad. It's a nice ATV. It's big, 500 cc's, belt driven. So we'll see. It's got a diff lock and a winch right there. Nice big screen. It's got a pod for the screen, but no headlight. Headlights on the front, but no headlight. That was one of the major buying decisions when I was buying my first Honda. I wanted to have a light that was directional. Anyways, I'll update. I'll bring you guys back when I'm further along. All right, so a little update. Managed to get the valve cover off. The valves are there. You know, they've all got. They look okay. The cam looks okay from what I can see, and the rockers looked okay. One first clue that I have that there's going to be some damage is it looks like the tip of the spark plug has been hit. So I'm hoping that a piece of ring broke off and made its way to the top, and then just kind of wedged itself and didn't cause too much damage, because the motor does not. I remember when I got this in the fall, from what I remember, I don't think it turned over. It was locked up. So I'm hoping that the valve train is okay. It looks to me like it's okay. It doesn't look like it got hot. I don't see any signs of heat there. But well, it is what it is. So I've disassembled it thus far, and what I've run into now is the exhaust nuts are really bad, so I had to encourage this one to come off. I'm gonna have to do the same on the other one. But if you ever run into this kind of problem, you know, don't just give up. Like this nut, I don't know what size it was. It must have started off as a 12 mil, and 11 mil sockets were fitting on it, but they were rounding it off bad. And I tried vice grips, and that didn't work. So what I did was I took a grinder and with a cutting wheel, and I just ground off, you know, one side, and then I just took a little chisel and a little hammer and started knocking it loose, like knocking it to undo it, and it started moving right away. I was putting a lot of force on it with the vice grips. I heated it. I put WD-40 on it. I heated it probably 5-6 times. Wouldn't come off, so I cut it off. I didn't damage the stud too bad. There's a little nick there, and I might have nicked it a little bit there, but I think it's salvageable. So far, the only damage I see on this motor is something banging around in the combustion chamber and the spark plug, because there's damage on the spark plug. But it's been hit. It's not full of gray. So I still have hope. So you know, some people might look at my workstation here and shake their heads. I know it's bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover up the top till the next time I come. So I'm going to cover it, tape it with plastic and stuff, and just wrap it really nice, and then tarp the machine over to to make sure that nothing falls in and ruins the top. Well, it's already got to be rebuilt anyways, so it's not too much that can go wrong now. Anyways, it's coming apart. Stay tuned for more. And this is what a machine looks like once it's all covered up. So the motor's wrapped up, and there's I got some foam sitting over top of it in case anything, any snow falls into the holes of the tarp or whatever. So it's February right now, and my plan is to assess what the damage is on this machine and repair the motor. I'm hoping it's just the top end. I'm hoping it's just cylinder and rings, and maybe a wrist pin too. And then have this machine running in maybe 2 months, so maybe by March. So the turnaround on the videos and stuff will be pretty quick. So the disassembly is still ongoing. This is the first part of a series on repairing this machine, and there'll probably be a second part to disassembly, and then there'll be I guess a quick rebuild video, not two, maybe 1 or 2 videos for the rebuild. But in the next video, I'll probably tear down the valve cover, or sorry, the valves, or tear off the top end, and take a look at that piston and see what's going on there. Till next time.